Alright, welcome to part 3 on how to clean your duck, the huntsman style. This here is the final product of our cleaning. As we will take them, we will wash them off with the faucet, dry them, bag them, and save them until a time that we can smoke them. So,
cold water is the one which you want to use. You want to use a lot of cold water. You don't want to use hot water because hot water obviously gets it really
it'll bake it.
kind of takes it and starts cooking the meat before you're ready. So we've already cleaned everything, so now all you got to do is make sure you get all the little blood vessels out and all that kind of stuff.
Just clean it up,
like, you know. Just kind of like you would a trout, you know, like when you cut it, when you cut a trout, you want to make sure you get all the inside blood, guts and stuff out of there, and you know, just a nice clean job in here, and that way it preserves your game a little bit better. And
definitely want to strive that you use cold water. Some might think maybe you'd want to use hot water, but because that will definitely start cooking it, and you want to use...
Well, not so much cooking it, it's just it'll spoil it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you want to keep it as cold as possible.
Yeah, so definitely strive to use cold water.
Okay,
so now we're going to put it here.
Put them right there and let that one dry a little bit while we do the other one. Well, we got 2 of them to do here, so we'll just do them both at the same time. Good
idea. Now, is there a certain way you do the legs, or you just run them through the water?
Same thing, just kind of run through the nice cold water.
Okay.
And, the goal here is to get as much of the inside junk out that you know. It doesn't matter, it's not going to hurt anything. It's not like you're going to eat it.
It's just you want to get it out.
You want to get it out of there so that it doesn't contaminate the meat.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
I like to skin my birds. Some people like to keep the skin on. I prefer skin off.
Yeah.
Only because that way I'm eating the meat and I'm not getting all the fat from the bird.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. So you were trying to still getting into hunting, but you don't want to have a completely unhealthy bird. That's a good way to do it, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of a fat-free, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously still going to be fat in it, but...
There's a little bit of fat in it because it will add a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's important, you know. I don't like the fat.
And you don't really need it, though.
A lot of people don't like to eat duck because they taste greasy. So if you fix it this way, then you don't have that big, heavy grease from the skin and the... When you leave the skin on, whatever fat is underneath the skin is what goes in the meal. And that's it. We only got 3 legs because that one got blown off pretty good.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, that must be kind of interesting. 2 ducks, 3 legs.
So we'll just kind of like to damp them dry. I'm putting them in a Ziploc baggie off for starting. Not ready to seal them yet because I'm going to go ahead and drop them in the freezer in the Ziploc bag, and then what I'll do is that'll get them nice and solid for me, and then we'll be loose leg. Then we'll be able to add some seasoning to them, and then get them in the smokers. I like to get them good and dry.
What kind of seasoning do you recommend for them?
Oh, I like all kinds of seasoning. It's a matter of
what's the one?
Of taste. You season to whatever your tastes are. Some people like them Cajun. Some people.
But you know? Well, what do you specifically like?
I like barbecue flavor. I'll put some barbecue rub on them, or I'll put some mesquite rub on them. Sometimes I'll even use a little chicken
bake
stuff.
Huh. So do you do one body per bag, or how do you bag them?
I just bag it. You can bag them however you want. I'm just going to kind of bag them as a meal is the way I see it. You know, I'll put one duck as a meal. Not a lot of people here like to eat at my house the duck, so you know, I'll bag them as a meal and then I'll cook them up that way. And I'll just bag them in. This way you got a couple little chicken legs there.
I like the legs. Those were nice when we fixed those chucker up.
And this time we're gonna actually season these up, and then we'll smoke them. And once they're smoked, then we'll do a seal meal type thing and get them all sealed up.
So, in case anyone was wondering, how long do you think they'd be good in the freezer till they'd spoil or freezer burn?
I wouldn't let them go in there and stay any longer than a couple months.
Couple months?
Unless you've got a vacuum seal.
Okay.
If you vacuum seal them after you smoke them.
What tends to happen to them after that? Do they?
They get freezer burn.
Freezer burn. Okay.
But if you smoke them and then use the vacuum seal, I've had things last, you know, almost a whole year.
Yeah, like the turkey.
Like the turkey.
Okay. So yeah,
so there's our final product after our day's hunting.
And 2 things you want to strive when you're cleaning them out: use cold water, and make sure that you don't leave them in there unless you're vacuum sealing them for over 2 months. That's going to conclude our 3-part series of how to clean your duck the Huntsman style.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. We hope you enjoyed this video, these videos, and definitely have a good luck hunting, whatever you may be hunting.